Hi, welcome to my new unit on trigonometry number 3. And in this unit, I'm going to discuss the addition formulas, double angle formulas, half angle formulas for sine, cos, and tan. And the reason I did trig 3 because trig has so many topics that I decided to do trig 1, trig 2, and trig 3. So let's move to the first video on this unit. The addition formulas for sine and cosine. This is number 1, and in this video, we're going to learn the formulas. And the formulas, here are the formulas. The addition formulas, we have sine of alpha plus or minus beta is sine of alpha cos beta plus minus cos alpha sine beta. And the cos of alpha plus or minus beta is cos alpha cos beta minus plus sine alpha sine beta. And when I was learning these in my earlier years, I wanted to come up with a pattern. And the pattern that I came up with is this: the sine of the two angles is sine cos cos sine. So, but the cos of the two angles is cos cos sine sine. So with sine, I went sine cos cos sine. You change these sine cos cos sine. But with the causes, cos cos sine sine. Also notice that alpha beta alpha beta alpha beta alpha beta. So you always start with alpha and beta, alpha beta. So whatever angles are here, this first one goes here and here. Second one goes there and there. And notice that the sine is sine cos, cos sine. These are flipped around. And because these are flipped around, if a plus stays a plus and a minus stays a minus. And with cos, you got cos, cos, sine. These are not flipped. And if these are not flipped, that means that the addition changes to a minus and the minus changes to addition. So sine is sine cos, cos sine, with the operations of plus staying a plus, minus staying a minus. But with cos, these are not flipped, but the addition and subtraction are flipped. Plus to a minus, minus to a plus. So let's look at these. Very important to have these memorized. So a sine of 60 plus 40. So a sine is sine cos cos sine. And the angles are 60 and 40, 60 and 40. So the angles stay the same. So because these are flipped, that means that plus stays as a plus. Now we got the sine of a minus b. So again, sine is sine cos cos sine. ab, ab, ab. And these are flipped, changed around, sine cos cos sine. That means the minus sign will stay the same. Now, what about the cos? So when we have cos cos, sine, sine. So cos of the addition or subtraction of the angles is cos, sine, sine. The angles are 100 degrees, 30 degrees, 100 degrees, 30 degrees. And because these are not changed, that means that the plus is going to become a minus. So the plus becomes a minus. And again, we have cos of the subtraction of the angles. So cos is cos, sine, sine. And the angles are x, y. So this is x and y, x and y. These are not changed, so the minus changes to a plus. And that's how I memorize them. Now, let's do the reverse. Write each as a single trig function. So because we have sine, cos, sine, Well, that's the sine. And because these are changed, that means this does not change. So it's 75 and a 10. That's the angles, 75, 10, 75, 10. Again, these are changed, so the operation doesn't change, so that's the same as the sine of 65 degrees. Now we have a cos, sine, sine. Cos, sine, sine is the cos of the angles. And the angles are 30 and 45, so it's 30, 45. And because these are not changed, the cos is the opposite in the order. So that's a minus, so this becomes a plus. So that's the cos of 75. And we have a sine, cos, sine, so that's a sine. And the angles are theta and 60, theta and 60. And because these are changed, that means that plus stays as a plus. That one's done. Now we got a cos, sine, sine, so that's the cos. The angles are theta and 90. And these are not changed, so the minus becomes a plus. The minus becomes a plus. Let's see, minus becomes a plus. Perfect. And that's just a review how I learned the formulas. So in the next videos coming up on the addition formulas, we're going to do more simplification, identities, etc. And again, if you like my video, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button if you wish. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained, just one word. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video was of some help to you. Bye-bye.